guys, and welcome back to Wednesday's episode of youtube.com/Improv Gaming. As usual, you know us, you love us. I am the biggest Zelda fan in the world, Jeremy Bird, tattooed the Triforce on my right arm, coming at you once again. I'm joined by the two coolest guys in gaming. First, to my center, or to my right, I have the host of the most, Mr. I'm Wondering himself, Pete Anderson.
Good day.
Looking very classy today. And to my
It's
right...
going to be a new hat. It's going to be the new hat of the show.
I think it's a good hat to have. Honestly,
hat.
I do. I do think it's a good hat to have.
I don't know if you're...
I'm not. My name is Nick, not Pete. If I give you a compliment, I generally mean it. Generally.
So I'll wear the squid hat next week?
No.
You're supposed to genuinely mean it, not generally mean it. And to my far right, we have the best...
biggest dick in the world.
God damn it. He has the best ponytail in the business.
And the best dick.
It's fabulous, you know.
It's fabulous.
I said, and the best dick.
Wow.
Did you not get that?
No, I missed it.
But it's fabulous according to Jay.
Fuck. Mr. Nicholas Davis.
How's it going tonight, everybody?
Fuck you.
You promise?
No. And here's my question for you. How do we feel that that due to certain things, EA has lost a patent to Unravel? The trademark of it. How do you like them apples?
How do you like them motherfucking apples?
So, there's a problem with the patent. They no longer have the name to use Unravel, so you could get Yarny's Woolly World if you wanted.
Wait, hold on, wait. So why can't they use Unraveled? What's the whole reasoning behind that?
The whole reasoning is I lost the website. Fuck me.
Let me tell you why this is not an issue.
Because it's still the game.
Because it's still the game. I still pre-ordered the game. I still have the theme as my background.
So
Don't believe me.
So what are they calling it then?
I don't know, but basically...
Unravel still. It's going to end up being... If Unravel can't be it, it's going to be Yarny's Great Adventure, or Yarny's Adventure into Greatness, or Yarny and Pete's Great Adventure.
Basically, the trademarks for Unraveled on January 23rd, EA failed to respond to them. They were trying to do a follow-up. They failed on that. They put the patents back in on the 19th of January, and basically just says they don't have it anymore. How did
they fail to respond? What, did paperwork get lost in the mail?
I don't think it's going to last. I think they'll end up talking and it will be back to normal. I can't see it.
I think they'll resolve it.
Because this game is now known as Unravel.
Unravel, excuse me.
What?
I called it Unraveled.
It's Unraveled. And basically it's saying that if they change his name, it's going to lose so much.
His name is Yarny, regardless of what the game's name is called.
If E3, when I said, damn, I want to play that game, I was like, Yarny, sign me up. What's the name? Unravel? I'm down. Yeah. I'm 100% in. So that being said, if they change the name for people not crazy like me who pre-ordered it and is about 19 days away, don't believe me, I pre-ordered. It's got a countdown clock. I showed Nick and he goes, what the fuck is that? But
I didn't respond.
For somebody who's very in the closet about his love for Yarny, because he is.
I do like the idea of Yarny. I do. But there's no comparison to Sackboy, so sorry.
We'll see. But basically, if you went to look for it and you're like, oh, Unravel, that's a great game, and it's not called that, and you're just like...
Yeah, but everything the way the internet works right now, like Unraveled will take you to the new name without a problem, and you'll go, oh, there's the character that I saw with the string sticking out of his ass.
Wasn't that game called Unravel?
Yeah.
That's what we'll be.
Well, I thought the game was called Unraveled, but then you'll find out a lot of times when people are looking for a game, they don't know the name of the game until they actually fucking find it.
Yeah.
Like so once they find it, like I think it's gonna cause less confusion than you're making it out to be.
Yeah.
I think it'll cause some. Yeah. But generally, unless you're some of the people that sat there during E3 and you're looking at this title and you're following this title as closely as Pete is, which I think there's 3 people maybe worldwide following it as closely as you.
It actually said that I was the second person in the world to pre-order it.
Did it say that you were the second person in the world?
No, it didn't.
Because that would have been fucking hilarious. You and somebody else are like as excited as each other to play this game specifically.
I wonder how hard the guys laughed at the PlayStation Store when they saw someone actually pre-ordered this. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Well, I was
looking. Pre-order? Holy shit!
Holy shit!
There was pre-orders. It's Street Fighter 5. It was Uncharted. Until all these games, and then I was looking, and all the way towards the bottom, it's Unravel. I was pre-order.
That's the one.
And then I was yeah. I was proud of myself.
So, Yeah, I don't think that's.
It's not gonna make a big deal. I just thought it was a fun little topic.
Yeah. Just.
It's still gonna be a great game. I'm still gonna stream it. Get ready, Yarny's coming your way.
I cannot wait for Pete's disappointed look when he plays that game and he's entirely.
I can't wait till him come in, throw us back in, and be like, "It's fucking Woolly World."
I enjoyed Woolly World. The level design in Woolly World, I will stand by. It was fantastic.
Let me rewind that. Oh, it's fucking Kirby's Epic Yarn.
This is fucking Limbo with yarn. That's what I'm waiting for. This is Limbo in color with yarn.
Well,
Limbo is a great game.
Oh, God. But if you didn't know, this is the greatest video games gamecast in all the Mushroom Kingdom. Albion and every past, present, and future location featured in the Assassin's Creed series. Oh. We are 3 friends, count them 3 friends, who talk about video games every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We also honor you with Let's Plays on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm sorry I've been lazy. I've been very busy. I haven't done a Let's Play for you guys. He's been holding the fort down.
When they say we, they mean those 2 guys.
Yeah. I know.
We were supposed to do Just Cause today. You're like, what a perfect idea. Then you played Batman and died 55 times.
I played Batman instead.
And died 55 times.
Yep. Also, we bring you the biggest news in gaming, brought to you by the One Up News, presented by myself and Pete. We also, and once in a while, from time to time, we do live streams on Twitch, which is a lot of fun.
Unravel is coming.
Battlefront, coming soon.
I did a one-up news about Hideo Kojima and Konami.
You did.
There's one with me and a wife beater yelling at the fucking camera.
And there was another
telling
one with
Konami
you.
to get their head out of their asses.
And the one where you were wearing fucking the South Park gear.
Oh, yes. What was that one for?
I have to look it up.
That one was for something. Holy shit. What was that for?
Obviously it was for something.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be for nothing.
Well, I could have done it for nothing. I could have just been like, hey, bitches, I'm Murray and Kenny. Bye.
But if that sounds good,
we're brothers.
But if that sounds good to you guys, hit the subscribe button, share our beautiful faces with friends of yours. And always now, on to the topic at hand, guys. We're talking about what was revealed and shown at E3 by Microsoft, the HoloLens.
What is that? I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh my god, ever since E3 there has not been anything coming out about the HoloLens.
Not a goddamn thing.
VR's taking over the world. VR 2016.
I feel like the reason that this is going on is because Microsoft and Phil Spencer, I think, is second guessing themselves. I think they came to E3 with this headset that was going to revolutionize the way that you play on the Xbox One, that was going to revolutionize how you compute on a computer. I think that they thought it out. What I think is their hardware is probably going to be better than everybody else's. And the reason I say that is because of what I was telling you before. They've already got the tracking in place, right? It tracks your hands.
Yeah.
It's all hand gestures.
Yeah.
It's all based off of hand gestures. So they've already got the tracking in place. I think their hardware is going to be better than the PSVR and better than the Oculus Rift. I think the problem is that their plan of attack was, if I'm looking at this table, it turns into my gaming console. Mm-hmm. And now I can play Minecraft on this table.
Which I thought for the demonstration was really cool.
It was. It was very nice, right? Then I look at my wall, there's my calendar, there's a thing that's bleeping on my calendar, and I look over and I'm like, oh shit, I'm late for my appointment. I go over there, I look back at my fridge as I'm leaving, and there's the list of grocery stuff that I need to port over to my phone. Like, all of that is more augmented reality, not virtual reality. Mm-hmm. I think their problem was that they put all their eggs into this augmented reality situation as opposed to the VR situation that everybody else was doing. I think they're light years ahead of what PlayStation and Oculus are going to bring to the table because they can get the hand gestures without a problem.
Which I was saying I'm actually looking for because that's how you really get someone in the game.
That's how you can really get it
I get
going.
what you're saying, how like you can look at the table and then like this is where I'm playing my game. All of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, I have to do this. You're saying that is correct. It does take you out of it. If you could find a way to like do what PlayStation's going to do and actually merge that up perfectly, like make the full 3D around your head.
Well, I think
with the gestures.
I think what Microsoft is doing right now is probably they're sitting in the lab trying to think, okay, we've got this hardware. It's phenomenal hardware. There's no way that our competitors have the same hardware because if they did, they'd be showcasing the same things that we're showcasing, but they can't do it. How can we take this hardware and instead of it being an augmented reality hardware, how can we turn it into a virtual reality interface as well? How can we make it one of each? How can we make it? And I think they're trying to figure out, well, if you're sitting in a room and you've got a cardboard box in the corner, you've got a DVD case off to the left of your television screen, and your television screen is on and it's bright, how can you turn that entire room into something while keeping the lens clear for augmented reality? And I think that's where they're having a problem, is trying to turn those two, trying to marry those two without you being able to see your environment. Or maybe they're doing it in a way that you can see your environment, that way you're not bumping your knee on a table and stubbing your toe.
Like Kelso in the 70s show.
You know, like, that might be a little bit, they might be thinking in terms of that. Because, let's face it, with PlayStation VR and Oculus Rift, if you go to kick somebody, chances are you're kicking one of your pieces of equipment because you have no idea where it is.
Or you're kicking someone in the face.
Or you're kicking somebody in the face.
Someone with bad timing.
You have no idea where you are in relation to your surroundings, your reality surroundings, not your virtual reality surroundings. So I think HoloLens suffered that blowback because they're like, oh shit, everybody's going VR, and we're going to go with augmented reality. We were thinking computers, and everybody was thinking video games.
Yeah.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
Of course. It's not from the internet, is it?
No, it's a personal question.
Yes.
How do you sleep at night?
Why, did I kill that HoloLens dream for you?
No. Here's my question to you. Will we see it at E3 again this year?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you think the VR will take over?
No, they're going to show it at E3 again. They're going to say, yeah, you know, you guys did a cute job, but let me show you what VR really is.
Let me show us how it's done.
Let me show you guys how it's done. You got to understand, like, these gaming companies, they've never been interested in VR until that Kickstarter took off. Mm-hmm. They weren't interested in bringing VR to the household. A lot of gamers that worked at these gaming companies were like, yeah, we want to do that, but how are we going to even begin to do that? Yeah. And finally, somebody opened up a Kickstarter campaign. They said, we have the proof. We know we can do it. This is how we're going to do it. And people fucking just bum rushed them with all this funding. And they decided to make it, and they started showing it off to everybody, and people were like, "Oh shit, it can be done." So now they're jumping on the bandwagon, and they're starting to develop their own VR. Whereas I think Xbox was or Microsoft was more on the level of Google, where Google came out with the Google Glass, and it was an augmented reality, but it was built for computing, not for gaming. Yeah. VR is built specifically for gaming in a lot of aspects. Oculus isn't doing that. And I'll get into that more on Friday.
YouTube.com/ImprovGaming.
he just did that to beat me. I was gonna do it, and he's like, no, I'm gonna fucking say it.
Yeah, but like you're right. Like I think they're gonna do with the HoloLens is literally, as another marketing campaign, they're gonna merge it together with Minecraft as a package deal, probably.
Oh, it has to. It has
Minecraft
to be.
too.
But that's how you can get to sell units to the gamer community.
Mommy, I want the HoloLens to buy.
They're not gonna need that though. They're gonna be selling those units to the computing community. Because remember, they're a computer-based company before they're a gaming-based company.
And someone said, "Let me get a console in this shit."
And then they said, "Let me get a console in this." And they're a software company. Remember that also. It wasn't until Xbox came around that they became a hardware company. That's the only time that they started becoming a hardware company. They're a software company more than anything else. So right now they're doing what they do best, which is trying to figure out if there's software that can eliminate the room around you and turn it into a virtual reality presence. And the problem is it's also a pair of glasses you put on. And I don't know if you gentlemen are familiar with glasses, but there's a problem over here where I can see outside of this area and I can see up here. So if you put on glasses and you try to tell me it's VR, well, there's this rim up here, there's this area over here, there's this area over here that tells me that what's going on in the glasses
big nose right there.
isn't VR. It's not VR at all. So that's going to take away from what they're trying to accomplish.
That's the same problem it's going to be with me because I'm nearsighted. I can't see far away. So when I play video games or watch movies, I have them on. So for me to have that over, it's going to totally...
Well, I'm not even talking about my glasses on there. Because I'm sure that there's going to be a way for them. There should be a way for them to focus.
It's probably going to be like goggles more. I could see them being goggles more than anything.
Well, I could see that too, but they're not going to... I mean, we saw them at E3. Those were a functional pair of HoloLenses. Yeah. And they weren't something that goes over your glasses that you currently have. You legitimately have to take off your glasses and put those on in order for them to work.
My question to you. again. HoloLens comes out, PlayStation VR comes out, Oculus comes out, all on the same day.
No.
Hypothetically.
It's not happening.
No way.
And they're all the same price. Not gonna happen. I know. Well, would you get the HoloLens before the VRs?
No.
You would go VR.
I wouldn't. I'm a gamer. I'm not speaking as to. I think that their technology is much more advanced than what everybody else is bringing to the table, and I think it's much more capable. But they're not gearing it to me, so why would I buy it? I don't want it because it's not gonna. Besides playing Minecraft on my kitchen table, there's nothing about the HoloLens that appeals to me.
Your kitchen table can't fit the HoloLens.
So what are your thoughts, Pete? You've been quiet again.
It's a great idea, and I think if done right, it could be a big thing. I just feel that the HoloLens is going to be either outshadowed by VR, or it's going to be too much money compared to VR. Like, as weird as that sounds, like I bring back like if HoloLens is $499, you know. And then you have PlayStation VR for $400, Oculus for $600, you know. You have all these different things. Most people, for gamers, are going to want to go to the VR, like you said. So where does that leave the HoloLens, you know? If you don't want to play Minecraft, like E3, they have to show you something else that you could do besides Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like, it would be cool.
There's tons of things you could do with the HoloLens, but none of it involves gaming. That's the problem. But
that's what they have to show. Like, if
what's going to happen is you're going to go into a bank, and every banker is going to be wearing HoloLens.
And I'm going to make fun of them.
That's what's going to happen.
I didn't interrupt you.
I'm sorry.
We interrupt each other. Just shut up.
I'm sorry. Please continue.
No. You lost it. You're dismissed again. No.
Fired.
But if they showed like something like Lego or something that is actually able to be seen, something where it would be cool where, say, in a scenario, Nick, so I know you're going to go, well, that wouldn't happen. You have a family.
That wouldn't happen.
You have a family? I know. In a nice suburban area with a white picket fence. Blue shadings. Can you picture it?
Oh, that might happen.
I know.
That's what I thought.
you have your young father and son watching the new Arrow episode. And then your wife says, "No, I want to watch The Real Housewives of Alaska." So they take the HoloLens,
starring Sarah Palin,
and they put it on the table to play a Lego game, while the mother watches Real Housewives of Alaska, starring Sarah Palin. You know, that is what they need to show, where it's like, hey, it's a family thing where, yeah, we have Minecraft, but we also could have some of these games. If they don't have Microsoft showing the games, why? Then it's nothing for E3. It would be something for a tech convention. You know, I see.
CES.
You know, something where that would make it look bigger, you know what I mean? Like, VR is important, but they also have to show VR at that convention, because that's when all, like, the high and the tech and everything, and that's when they're like, look at the tech we have.
Well,
but
go ahead.
In closing statement with that, you know, it's, if they want the HoloLens to be something, they have to show more than Minecraft, I feel. And if they do this at E3, which you feel is strong, and I think they'll give a couple of minutes to it, they have to be like, oh, here's the next Lego game coming out, you know? Obviously, you can't do a Gears of War. I don't know how the hell you would do that. But, you know, here's a simple Lego game. Oh, here's a simple, you know, real-time strategy. Here's the new Yu-Gi-Oh game that, you know, you can have. Like, something where it's, like, adaptable.
See, I don't think that they're gonna take it to that step, because
then it's not gonna work.
Because when they and even if they did take it to that step, it's not gonna work. When they came to E3, they said, "Hey, this is for computers, but we're showing you what it can do for gaming." That's how they opened it up.
Yeah,
we're developing this for computers, but let me show you how we can integrate this into gaming, and they showed it. What they need to do is exactly what you said. How the hell do you get Gears of War to work on this interface? Yeah. So they need to bring their...
How do you get Halo to work
How do you get Halo to work on this interface? How do you get all these things to work on this interface? And the way that HoloLens is designed it would be more of the same problem that PlayStation VR would have. PlayStation VR can't have all these first-party titles that are specifically catered to only VR, and because they won't succeed, because now you're diminishing those titles as well.
Yep.
But for HoloLens, in order for it to work, it would have to be stuff that is specifically catered to HoloLens, because it's an augmented reality. So imagine sitting there on Earth, your Master Chief and the Covenant break through your fucking doorway. Right? You hear a sound, you go to check out your doorway, and they have the 3D surround sound system that everybody's like big on. And you hear something like crashing at your door. You go to check it out, and there's a fucking elite that just breaks down your door. Right? Now you have to shoot at the elite in augmented reality. Covenant jumping into your house and stuff like that. Like, that's the way that HoloLens would work that situation. But it would specifically have to be catered to that, because you can't recreate my house specifically on a television screen. You can only do it through the HoloLens.
Yeah, that's
right?
how they'd have to do it.
So that's the only way that they would have to do it. And the other part of that is, now how many people are going to be sitting in their house playing 19 levels of Halo? And it's the same shit over and over again. You know, it's different things there, right? I can't jump over a hunter in real life, but Master Chief can. So it becomes that kind of difficulty.
Yeah.
And that kind of complicatedness. I think what's going to happen with HoloLens is that you'll go, like what I said, you'll go into a bank and you'll see people wearing HoloLens, and the reason that they're wearing it is because they're doing the computing on their computers through the HoloLens. You'll go into the Microsoft store, and they'll start charging you through the HoloLens, and the fucking, you know, the Microsoft Pay, you know, like wave your phone and pay and shit like that.
Put your head here.
Yeah, please give us your fingerprint and your social security number, please.
You get the fingerprint, you're not gonna get social security. Nice try there.
But that's how I think you'll see HoloLens utilized. It is more for computing and not for gaming. The problem is that their technology is so much more advanced. They could use it for gaming if they just put an enclosure on there to turn it into a VR headset.
Well, I guess we'll have to see at E3.
Yep, we'll see what happens.
I want to see if they do come back with the HoloLens. I don't think that they're releasing the HoloLens this year at all.
No, not at all.
No
it's
way.
VR year.
It's been, what, 6 months, 7 months?
They haven't said a word.
They
haven't said a word. And that's because everybody is like, oh, VR's coming. This is going to be great.
That's what I'm saying.
And HoloLens is just like, but that's not what we are. So I think they made the smart decision to wait until the hype from VR dies down, and whatever it is, it becomes, and then they can go HoloLens.
Let us know in the comments what you think of the HoloLens. Is this the first time you ever heard of the HoloLens when we talked about it? Let us know in the comments.
If they're watching us, they must have watched E3, right?
But yeah, like he said, let us know in the comments what you think. Does the HoloLens intrigue you? Is Microsoft going to be geared towards gaming? Are they going to just keep it as an augmented reality? Let us know. But as usual, guys, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter, which is improv_gaming. You can also email us, which our email address is improvgamers@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook, which is Facebook. Improv Gaming Space to Work. Fuck me, I ruined it.
You can also find us each individually on Twitter at ProfCot, at ImprovPete, and at JimmyPoison450. And you can follow us on Tumblr at JBird201. Yep. And tune into our gaming community on the PlayStation 4 network, Improv Gaming.
Yep, and until then, on Friday, we're going to be talking about the Oculus Rift.
The Oculus Rift.
He's been gearing up all week for this.
Yeah, this is going to be... You'll see.
But until then, guys...
Game on.
You did record it coming soon, right?
Yes.
Okay. What up, you shit sticks?
You poo stabber.